Hey YouTube, I'm Kishan, and in this video we are going to create this amazing NFT landing page using React and SCSS. So let me give you a demo of it. So this is the Navbar. Then we have this home section here. Then we have this free NFT section, the client section, the product section. Then we have this initial release section. Then we have this sign-up section, and this is the footer. This is scroll to top. When we click over this, it will scroll to the top of the page. You can also see that we have this custom scroll bar here. Then we also have the dark mode. When we click over this, it will switch over to the dark mode. Let me show you that. These gradients are also created using CSS. Also these gradients. This also has the hover effect. Now this template is also responsive. Let me show you it in responsive mode. So this is the responsive mode. We have this responsive navbar here. Now this product section is scrollable in the responsive mode. Let me show you this template in the light mode. So yeah, that's it. So without wasting any further time, let's create this awesome NFT landing page. So now we'll set up our React app. I will open a new VS Code window. I'll open a new terminal and I will write npx create React app and the name of our React app, which is NFT landing. I'll hit enter. This will set up our React app, and this process may take time depending upon your network connection. So I'll pause the video now. So React application has been successfully set up. Now let's install some dependencies that we will need in the project. So I'll type yarn add, then we need React icons for icons, then we need Sass for compiling SCSS files, then we need scroll reveal for the animations, and yes, these three libraries we are going to be needing. Hit enter to install those. While this is installing, I have also copied the assets directory. You can find this from the GitHub link given in the video's description. Now we'll remove all these unwanted files. We'll also remove these imports. Save this, and inside the app.js we are going to remove all of this code and write RFC, and here we'll write hello. Now we'll create a components directory inside the source. Also we'll create an SCSS directory. Let's wait for this to finish. Okay, this is done. Let's start our application by yarn start. We'll close this window. Okay, so our application has been successfully set up. Now let's set up the files and components that we may need. So inside the components directory, we'll create all the components first. I'll write card.jsx, then we have clients.jsx, then we have footer.jsx, then we have free.jsx, we have home.jsx, we have like.jsx, then we have navbar.jsx, then we have release.jsx, after that we have scroll to top.jsx, then we will have signup.jsx, and at last we have super rare.jsx. So now I'll write RFC in all the components and create the component, close it, RFC, close it, RFC, close it, RFC, okay, that's it. Now let's import all the components in the app.js in their order. So we'll remove this hello and give this a class name of app container. Now we have scroll to, okay, we may need to open this components, double click on those, now we can auto import, scroll to top, then we have navbar, then we have home, then we have free, okay, we have to open it, RFC, after that we have clients, then we have super rare, then we have release, then we have like, then we have sign up, and at the end we have our footer. Okay, so the components are imported. Now let's create the SCSS files that we may need. Now first we will create index.scss, then we'll create directories. First is base, then we have components directory, and at the end we have the sections directory. So in the base we have our base file, this would be a partial base.scss, don't forget to write this underscore. Then we have components directory, inside that we'll write our partials. First is card.scss, then we have footer.scss, then we have navbar.scss, after that we have scroll to top, .scss. Now inside the sections we have our sections. So first it would be clients.scss, then we have free.scss, then we have home.scss, we have like.scss, then we have release.scss, then we have signup.scss, and at last we have super rare.scss. Now we'll import all those partials inside the index.scss. So first we'll import our base, import base from base. After that we have import components, and we'll first import the scroll to top. We'll copy this, paste it 3 times, and now this would be replaced by navbar, this would be replaced by footer, and this would be replaced by card. So that's it. Now we'll import our sections, import sections, and first we have our home section. We'll copy this and paste it 6 times. I will replace this with free, this with clients, this with super rare, this would be replaced by release, this would be replaced by sign up, and at the end we have the like. Okay, that's it. Now head over to the base.scss. Now we'll set up our base here. So first we'll import the icons we need, so the fonts we need. So the font we are going to use is Inter, and inside this we are going to copy all of this. We'll use the import, copy this, paste it here, and now we're also going to copy this and we'll create a root, and inside here we'll create a variable font family and we'll paste that here. We are going to remove this font family text here. Yeah, that's it. So now I have copied all the variables that we need. You can write it, or you can also copy it from the GitHub link given in the video's description. So this is for the light theme, this is for the dark theme, and this is for the light theme. Okay, that's it. And now we'll proceed further. Then we have the star selector, and we'll write padding of 0, margin of 0, and box sizing of border box. After this we have our HTML element, and we'll give it a scroll behavior of smooth for smooth scrolling. Then we have our app container, this would be container, and first we'll give it a background color of where background. Let's save this, reload this. Okay, that's not working. We need to have some content there. Let's give it a height of 100 viewport height and width of 100 viewport width. That's still not working. Let's copy this class and head over to, okay, we need to import this SCSS file inside the app.js. We'll do that. Import SCSS, and we need index.scss. Okay, that's working now. Our background color is applied. Now let's head over to base.scss and remove this height and width. Then we will also apply the font family to where font family. Then we have overflow X of hidden. Then we have transition 0.5 seconds, is in out. This is for switching when we will switch light to dark mode. Then we have this transition. We'll also apply padding of 2 rem to top and bottom and 4 rem to left and right. Then we'll have a media query, media screen, and min width of 280 pixels and max width of 1080 pixels. And between these we don't want to give any padding. Then we'll copy this media query and okay, we can do that here only. We'll write ampersand WebKit scroll bar and we'll give it a display of none. Then after this we'll also have for scroll bar design WebKit scroll bar and we'll give it a background color of 111 and we'll give it a width of 0.2 rem and we'll select the WebKit scroll bar thumb and give it a background color of where orange. So yeah, that's it. So our base setup is complete. Now let's head over to app.js and see if anything's left. Yeah, so base setup is completed. Now we'll create our navbar. We'll create a responsive navbar. So I have already imported the icons and the image file that we need. We have also imported the useState hook from React. So now let's proceed further. We'll change this div to nav. Then we'll also create an state for maintaining the responsive nav state. We'll just create this. We'll use it when we'll design the website in responsive mode. Set new stat is equals to use state false, just that. Now this nav will have a div with a class name of brand container. Inside this we have another div with class name of brand. Inside this we have image tag which will hold our logo. The alt will be logo. And after this we have another div with class name of toggle container. Then inside this we have toggle. We'll write this when we'll design the responsive mode. After this we'll have a div of mode for switching to light and dark mode. We'll also use this when we'll design in switching of the dark and light mode. So after this we have links container. Inside this we have UL with class name of links. Inside this we have li, and inside a here we'll have hash, and inside this we'll write features. We'll copy this 3 times and we'll replace the content with about. Then we'll have launch, and at the end we have sign up. So that's it. For the content. Our content of the navbar is ready. You can see that it's here. Now let's design it. Head over to navbar.scss navbar.scss, and here first we'll select the nav, give it a display of flex direction of column. No, flex direction of column is not needed. We'll write justify content of space between, and we'll write align items of center, and after this we'll write brand container, inside this we have brand, then we have image, we'll give it a height of 100%, then after this image we have toggle container, we'll give it a display of none in the laptop mode. Then after this toggle container we have the links container, we have the links inside. Let me switch the VS Code to this side so you can see. In the links we have list style type of none, then we'll give it a display of flex, gap of 4rem, so we'll have gap 4rem, then we'll select li, and inside the li we have a, we'll give it a color of where accent color 1, then we'll give it a text decoration of none, and after this we'll have a pseudo selector of last of type, and we'll select a and give it a color of where pink. Yeah, that's it. So our navbar is ready. Now we'll create the home section. So now we'll create the home component. So I have already imported the home.png. Now let's create the markup. So this div has a class name of home. Inside this div we have another div with a class name of container. Inside that we also have another div with class name of content. Then we have p with class name of subtitle. The p has content launching soon. After this p we have h1 with title as class name, and inside that we have an NFT like no other. After this we have p with a class name of description. Then in this we'll write text as don't miss out on the release of our new NFT. Sign up below to receive updates when we go live. Save this, and after this we have a button. The content would be sign up. Save this, and after this div we have another div with class name of image container. Inside this we have another div with class name of image, and inside that we have image as source of home, and here we'll write home. After this image we'll close this div, and after this we have a div with class name of ellipse container. Inside this we have ellipse and pink. After this we have another div with ellipse and orange. This is orange. Yeah, that's it. So our markup is completed. We have our image here. Now let's style this. I'll shrink this and head over to home.scss. Now here we have the home. We'll give it a margin top of 6rem. After this we have a container. This has display of grid and grid template columns of 1fr and 1fr. After this we have a font size of 32 pixels, and we will have a content of margin top of 3rem. Then we have display of flex direction of column, and a gap of 2 rem. We'll also align items as flex start. Then we have subtitle inside this, and we'll give it a color of var pink. Then we'll give it a text transform of uppercase. Also we'll give it a letter spacing of 0.1 rem. Then after the subtitle we have title. We'll just provide a color to it, color of var accent color 1. After this title we have description. I'll just copy this, paste it, and here we'll have the accent color 3, just that. Okay, that's completed. Now we have the button. So first we'll copy the accent color 1 and paste it here. Then we have background color of var background, save it, and then we will give it a font weight of bold. After that we are going to give it a padding of 1 rem and 3 rem. Then we'll give it a border radius of 2 rem. Then we'll give it a box shadow of 0, 0, 6 pixels and 0, and then we'll provide a color of RGBA 15796.212 and alpha channel of 0.5. That's it. Now we'll give it a border of solid 3 pixels and transparent. That's it. So you can see that there is the box shadow here. Then let's create a background image of linear gradient RGBA 255, 255, 255 and 0. Then again we'll give it a RGBA 255, 255, 255 and 0. And after this we'll provide another linear gradient. This would be 101 degree of direction. Then we have var of pink, and we'll have var of orange. That's it. So we have the background image. Now we'll give it a background origin of border box, and then we'll give it a background clip of content box and border box, content box and border box. Then we'll give it a box shadow of 2 pixels, 1000 pixels, 1 pixels, var background, and the type would be inset. This is 2 pixels. So here we made a mistake. This would be inside this. That's done. Now we'll remove this box shadow. We don't need this. And what we'll do is, when we hover over this, we will give it a box shadow of none. So we have that gradient effect now. This is colon, not semicolon. That's it. So it's working. Now let's provide a transition as well. We'll give it a transition of 0.5 seconds ease in out and a cursor of pointer. Yeah, that's working smoothly. Now I'll switch VS Code to this side. We have to style this image. So after this we'll have the image container. We have text align of center. Then we'll give it a position of relative. give it a Z index of 10. Then we'll select the ellipse container. We'll select the ellipse, give it a Z index of -1 and a position of absolute. Then we'll provide a height of 15 rem, width of 15 rem, filter of blur 100 pixels. It won't be visible yet. Now we'll give it a color. Pink would have the background color of where pink. So you can see it is here now. This is not fill, this is filter. FILTER, filter, yeah. Now we'll also give it a top of 40% and a right of 40% as well. That's it, right of 40%. Now we'll select the orange, give it a bottom of 40%, right of 40% and a background color of where pink. No, this would be orange and this would bottom and this would be left. Okay, so that is done, and with this our home component is completed. Now we'll create this free NFT section. For this we have to create the cards first, so we'll do that first. We'll create this card.jsx and then we'll have this free NFT. So now let's do one thing. We'll create free.jsx first. So let's head over to free.jsx. I have imported the content and here we'll have a class name of free. Inside this we have a container. Inside the container we have background. Inside the background we have the ellipse pink and ellipse green. Let's copy that from home.jsx. Copy, paste, and after this background we have the content. Inside the content we have the image. .image. Inside the image we have image tag with a source of icon. This would be icon. After this image we will have the h2.title. We have free NFT for early birds. Then after this we have p with description, sign up today and you will get a free NFT when we launch. And after this we have the cards div, cards, then we have card 1 and we will have the card 2. That's it, just this. After this we will have the card component and we will use that here inside card 1 and card 2. So this is the markup here. Let's first design that, then we'll create the card. So let's head over to free.scss and here we'll have, let's shrink this. Then we have the free, we'll give it a position of relative and a margin of 5 rem top and bottom. Then we'll select the container, give it a display of flex direction of column. This is container. Then we'll give it a position of relative, give it a height of 25 rem. Then we'll give it a border radius of 1 rem, overflow hidden, Z index 1 and then we have the background. Go to Z index of -1. Then we have the ellipse. Give it a position of absolute. Height of 100%. Width of 28 rem. Border radius of 100%. Width of 28 rem. Okay, width of 28 rem. Good. So width has been given. We'll just apply filter, blur 100 pixels. After this ellipse we have pink. Let's give it a background color of where pink. Then we'll give it a top of 10%. This is -10%, and left of -15%. You can see that here. Now we'll select green, give it a top of 10%. This is again -10%. Right of -15%, and a background color of where green. So we need to change this in home.jsx. Sorry, in the free.jsx. This would be here. This would be green instead of orange. You can see that this is here. Now let's select the content div. Let's head over to this container first, and we forgot to give it a background color. This would be orange. Yeah, so that's done. Now let's design this. Inside the content, what we will do first, let's give it a Z index of 1. To the display of flex direction of column, gap of 1.5 rem. Give it a padding top of 3 rem. Then padding left of 5 rem. Font size of 1.3 rem. Then we'll select the title, give it a font size of 2 rem. Yeah, that's it. So this is complete. Now let's have the cards first. So first we'll go to card.jsx and create the component. So here we'll destructure some props that we would be sending. So we need an image, we need series, then we need title, then we need price, then we need tag, and last we need time. And now we have this a class name of card. Then here we have class name card image. Inside this we have image, source would be image. We'll write here super. Then we have card content. We have card heading. Inside the card heading we have span with card series, and this would have the series. Now we have span dot card top. This would have text as top bed. After this div we have card details. Inside the card details we have h4 with class name of card title. Then inside the card title we'll paste the title. After this h4 we have an card. So after this h4 we have an div with the class name of card price. Inside this we have an image source would be super ETH. Here we'll write super ETH. Then after this we have h4 with price and ETH. Then after this divs we have card sub details. Inside this we have span hash tag. Then we have span time day left. Okay, that's done. So our markup is complete. Now let's use this inside the free.jsx. So we'll head over to free.jsx. Now inside this we'll have the card components. We'll have card and we'll pass the props here. Image would be super1. Then we have title, which is gloop series. This is not title, this is series. Then we will have title. This is purple man. Then after this title we have price, which is 2.99. Then we have tag, which is 12983, and we will pass time, which is 1. Save it, and our card is here. Let's copy this and paste inside the card 2. This would be release 2, and this would be gloop series. This would be purple man. This would be 3.95. Tag would be the same, and time would be 2. That's it. Now we just have to design this cards. So what we will first do is we'll head over to card.scss and design this cards. So first we'll have the card background color where card color. Then we'll give it a width of max content. Then give it a border radius of 1 rem. Then we have ampersand as content. Give it a display of flex direction of this is flex direction of column. Then give it a gap of 0.5 rem, padding of 1 rem. Then we have card heading. Inside the card heading we'll give it a display of flex direction of not flex direction, we'll just provide justify content of space between. And now we have card series. First we'll provide color of where orange. Then we'll give it a text transform of uppercase. We'll give it a font size of 0.7 rem. Then we have card top. We'll copy this, paste it, and we'll just change the color to accent color 3. That's it. Now after this card top we have card details. In card details first we'll give it a display of flex direction of column. No, not column, we don't need flex direction. we'll just provide justify content of space between, and we'll give it a color of where accent color 2. Accent color, this should be 1. Yeah, accent color 1. Now we'll select the card price, give it a display of flex, gap of 1 rem. That's it. Now we'll select card sub details, give it a display of flex, justify content space between, and we'll select the span, give it a color of where accent color 3. Did we make any mistake here? Let's do one thing, give it a display of none. Yeah, the class names are different, I think. Card sub details, let's check it inside card.jsx. Card, okay, details. Yeah, that's working now. So inside card we will remove this display none, and here we'll give it a font size of 0.9 rem. So yeah, that's it. So our card component has been created successfully. Now we'll move this to here. So let's head over to free.scss, and after this we'll leave this 2 divs, and we'll select cards. We'll give it a display of none to check if it's here only. Yeah, that's here. Now we'll give it a display of flex, position of absolute, and top of -2 rem, right of 40%. Then we'll select the card 1, give it a top of 0, position of absolute, and we'll give it a z index of 3, it's in front. Then we'll give it a transform of rotate -10 degree. Then what should we do next? Let's give it a font size of 0.6 rem. Select the card image, select the image, give it a height of 10 rem and a width of 12 rem. That's it. Okay, now let's select the card 2. Card 2, give it a top of 0. Then we'll provide a z index of 2. Position absolute. Yeah, that's working. Let's give it a left of 10 rem. Transform rotate 5 degree. Give it a font size of 0.7 rem. Select the image, card image, and the height of 10 rem. That's it. So this free NFT section has been created, and now we'll have this clients. Head over to VS Code. So now let's head over to clients.jsx. Here I have already imported these images and have a data array which are of these images. Now we have this div here. We'll give it a class name of clients. Then we have container div. Inside that we have div with a class name of clients container. Inside this we'll map the images with data.map client and index. Then we don't have to use any return because we just want to return a single div with client. We have this client, and inside this we have the image would be client, alt text would be client, and we'll provide a key attribute here. Key would be the index. Save it. That's it. So our markup is done. Let's style this. I'll shrink this. Head over to clients.scss. Now we'll select clients, padding of 6 rem 0. Then we'll select the container, clients container, go to display of grid template columns of repeat 5 1fr. This is not working. Text align center. Clients container. Let's copy this and see if it's okay. We made a mistake here. This is container. Yeah. Okay, so the client's container is created successfully. Now we have the super rare auction. Let's do that. Now let's head over to superrare.jsx. Here I have imported these images and I have created array of objects. So this is the data. Okay, now this div has a class name of super rare. Then here we have div with a class name of title container. Then we have h2.title. Save it and we'll copy the title from here. Super rare. Now after this we have p with description. Inside this we are gonna copy this, paste it, and we'll wrap this OpenC in an a tag. A and OpenC. Yeah, that's it. So description is done. After this div we have cards. So what I'll do is I'll go to free.jsx and I'll copy this card from here, go to super rare, and we'll map the data.map and we'll have the card component here. We'll again go to card.jsx and we are going to copy this, go to super rare, paste it here, and after this bracket we'll also write index and we'll pass this key as index and we'll change this to image, delete this, and we'll write series, delete this, we'll write title, this is title not tag, then we have price, we have tag, we have time, that's it. So the card is not defined. Okay, so the cards are here now. We just have to style this. So head over to VS Code and we'll head over to superrare.scss. Superrare.scss. We'll write super rare. Let me shrink this so you can see. Then we'll give it a display of flex direction of column and a gap of 2 rem. Then we'll select title container, give it a display of flex direction of column, we'll give it a gap of 1 rem, select title, color where, accent color 1. Okay, it's here. Let's give it a font size as well, 2.4 rem. After this title we have description. We'll give it a color of where, accent color 3. We'll select A. We'll copy this. This is color, copy, paste. And we get a font weight of bold. Also we need to apply space here, so we'll go to super rare, space. Okay, space is here. So let's go to superrare.scss. After this A tag, we'll select cards, give it a display of flex, then we'll give it justify content of space evenly and give it a gap of 5 rem. That's it. So our super rare section is created. Now we have this releases section. So now we'll go to releases.jsx and I have imported the image and icon. Now we'll give it a class name to this div of releases, and now we'll write release.orange, RELEASE. Now we have content div. This is content. Inside the content we have h2.title. We'll copy the title from here, initial release. After this h2 we have p.description. This would be ×3, and we'll go to super.jsx and copy this and paste this to the first div. And in this description we are gonna have this and this, and after this we have a tag hash, then we have class name of link. We'll write check them out, and after this we have the BS arrow right. That's it. And after this div we have the image source would be release1, rel2 would be release, then we have div with ellipse dot pink. That's it. Now what we'll do is we'll copy this div, paste it, and we'll have this image div before the content now here, and we'll replace this image class name with container, and we'll remove this card. Also we'll have this as green, and this would be orange, and we'll head over to free.jsx, copy this, head over to release, paste it here, we'll auto import the card, and that's it. So super1 is not defined, so here instead of super1 we'll write release 2. Okay, so it's ready. Now let's head over to release.scss and style this release.scss. First we'll select release, give it a display of none. It's working, so we'll give it a margin of 5 rem top and bottom. After that we'll give it a display of flex direction of column, and a gap of 5 rem. After the gap we'll select the release, give it a display of grid template columns of 1fr 1fr. After that we'll give it a border radius of 0.5 rem. We'll select the content, give it a padding of 5 rem and 8 rem. Then we'll give it a display of flex direction of column, gap of 2 rem. Select title, give it a font size of 2 rem. Description, give it a font size of 1.3 rem. Select A, give it a color of black and a font weight of bold. So let's do one thing. We'll go to the end here and we'll select the orange, give it a background color of where orange, and select the green, give it a background color of where green. Okay, so you can see. Okay, so we have made a mistake. Inside the release we want this div, this div after the content div, so that should be inside. Okay, so the content is here. Now let's head over to release.scss and style this further. So after this A tag, after this A we have the link with a color of black. Then we'll give it a font weight of bold. Then we'll give it a text decoration of none. Give it a display of display flex. Select gap of 1 rem. Select SVG. Give it a font size of 1.2 rem. That's it. Now after this SVG we have the image. Let's do one thing. We'll switch VS Code to this side. Give it a position of relative. Relative. Then we'll select the image. Give it the height of 24 rem. Overflow of hidden. Let's do one thing. Head over to free.scss and we will copy the ellipse from here. This one, we'll copy this ellipse head over to release, and after this paste it here. Now we'll change something. We'll give it a z index of -1. Then what should we do? Yeah, let's also give it a color. Let's select the pink, give it a background color of where pink. We'll give it a height of 20 rem, width of 20 rem as well, and height width, we'll give it a bottom of I think -40% and a right of 0. Also we'll give it a position of absolute. The color should be here, it's not here. We have the ellipse, ELLIPSE, z index -1, position absolute, bottom right, height, filter, border radius, we don't need border radius now. Then everything is perfect. Why it's not working? Okay, I think we have to write some code here. We'll give it a text align center here. Then we'll give it a z index of 1. Yeah, that's visible now. Give it a display of flex, justify content center, align items, flex send. Yeah, that's it. So this is done. Now we have to do for this card, switch VS Code to this side. So after this image, we'll have the card container, and let's copy this ellipse and pink, paste it, and this would be orange, I think, orange, and this would be orange color. Okay, we'll also copy this, paste it, and now we need position relative, then overflow hidden is needed, text align center, that's not needed, z index 1 is needed, display flex is needed, then justify content would be center and align items would be center as well. Yeah, that's done. Now for this ellipse, we'll change this bottom to -45% and this would be left of 0. That's it. So this is also styled. Yeah, so this is complete. Our releases section is complete. Now we will have this NFT like no other. So now we'll head over to like.jsx. We'll give it a class name of like. We have the container, then we have the image. Inside the image we have img eth1, this would be eth1, then we have h2 dot title. We'll copy that from here. After h2 we have p dot description into 2 because there are 2 descriptions. So we are going to copy this, paste it, save it, copy, paste, save. That's done. After this div, Okay, so this was not inside the image. Yeah, now inside the container we have the content, and this all goes into the content. Yeah, that's it. And now we are going to copy this content, paste it, and this image will be replaced by ETH2. That's it. Save it, head over to here, we have our content. Let's style this, head over to like.css. Okay, so here we have like, we'll provide a margin of 5rem and 0. We have the container, give it a display of grid template columns of 1fr. Then we'll give it a gap of 4rem. We have content, background color, where accent color 2. Then we'll give it a display of flex. This is display of flex direction of column, gap of 2rem. Then we'll give it a padding of 3rem, border radius of 2rem. Then we have title, we'll give it a color of where accent color 1. Then we have description, we'll give it a color of where accent color 3. Then we'll give it a letter spacing of 0.1 rem and a line height of 1.5 rem. Save it. Okay, this is not list style. Line height would be 1.5 rem. Yeah, that's it. So this like container is also styled. Now we have the sign up. Let's head over here. So let's head over to sign up. So what we are going to do is we'll go to home first, home.jsx, and copy all of this. Go to sign up again, and we'll paste it here, and we'll just change the class name to sign up, and the image would be of sign up. Save it. Let's check the content. It's here. Now we'll go to home.scss, copy all of this, and head over to signup.scss. We'll paste it. Do is we'll change this to sign up, save it, and it's pretty much the same. We just have to make small changes here. So first, instead of margin top, we'll give it a padding top of 4rem. We'll give it an overflow y of hidden, and we'll give it a border top of 0.1 rem solid white. Okay, we'll copy this, paste it, and this would be border bottom. Save it. That's it. So this is also styled, the sign up section. Okay, we need to have this font smaller. So for that, we'll just change the font size to 18 pixels. And yeah, these both are similar. We have to make the footer now. Now let's head over to footer.jsx. Here I have imported the icons and logo, and these are the links, and this is the social link. Now we'll change this to footer, and we'll have two divs here, upper and lower. Inside upper, first we'll have the brand container. Inside brand container we have brand, then we have logo. This is logo. After this div we have P, which has exclusive NFT collection. This is P. This goes inside the P. Then we have UL. Here we'll map the social link dot map. We'll have link index, and we'll return li with link, and we'll pass a key here which would be index. Save it, and that's done. And after this UL we have another div with links. Inside links will links dot, let me do one thing. First, inside this links we are gonna map links dot map, destructure the title and data. We'll also have the index. We'll return the JSX link. This would have key as index, and after this we have h4, which has the title, and we have ul.map. Okay, so we'll copy this, and here we have ul. Inside this we have this would be data, and this would be link and index 2, and this would be index 2. Save it. That's it. So our upper is done. Now we'll head over to this lower div, and we'll give it a span ampersand copy for the copyright icon, and we'll write copyright 2022 NFT. This is 2022, and after this span we have launching August 2022. Save it. Let's check the content. Everything is here. Let's style this. Head over to footer.scss. Footer.scss. We'll write footer. Let me shrink this. Now inside this footer we'll give it a margin of 6 rem and 0. Then we'll give it a display of flex direction of column, and a gap of 5 rem. Then we have the upper. Also we'll write the lower. Inside the upper we'll give it a display of flex, justify content of space between, and we'll also give it a color of where accent color 3. Okay, so that's visible. Now we'll select the brand container, and we'll give it a display of flex direction of column, and we'll give it a gap of 1.5 rem. After this gap we have the UL. We'll give it a list style type of none, display of flex, gap of 1 rem. Okay, that's done. And after this we have links. Links would be this side, so we have display of flex, gap of 8 rem, then we have the link here. Inside the link we'll give it a display of flex direction of column, and we'll give it a gap of 2 rem. After gap, we will have h4 and give it a color of var accent color 1. We'll also give it a text transform of uppercase, and we'll select the UL, give it a list style type of none, give it a display of flex direction of column, gap of 1 rem. Yeah, that's it. So our upper container is styled. Now let's head over to this lower and give it a display of flex, justify content of space between. We'll select the span and give it a color of var accent color 3. That's it. So our footer is styled and it's complete. Now let's have the animations here. In the animations, we'll have the scroll to top first. So head over to scroll to top, and here we'll have the use state also. We'll create a state of visible and set visible is equals to use state, and initially this would be false. Also we'll have this window dot add event listener, and whenever we'll have any scroll on the page, we'll get the window dot page y offset size, and if it larger than 100, then we'll set visible to true, or we'll have set visible to false. That's it. Now let's give it a class name. We'll have backticks here, scroll to top, and if this is visible, we will provide a visible class, visible, or we will provide none. Okay, and here we'll give it a href, and inside this we'll have the bs chevron up. That's it. Now let's head over to scroll to top .scss dot scroll top. Let's see if the class name was the scroll top. Yeah, then first we'll give it a position of fixed, then we'll give it a z index of 100. Also we'll provide a bottom of 5% and right of 5%. Then we'll give it a height of 4 rem and width of 4 rem. Now let's head over to home.scss and we'll copy this button styles from here, background image, to, let's copy all of this. Let's also copy this. Head over to scroll to top, we'll paste it here, save it. Okay, that was here, you can see. Now what's left is give it a border of 3 pixels, solid, transparent. Okay, now we'll give it a border radius of 3 rem. That's it. Now we'll also give it a display of flex, justify content center, align items center. That's it. And inside this we'll select the E, we'll select the SVG, we'll give it a font size of 2 rem, and we'll give it a color of var accent color 1. That's it. So this is working. Now we also want this whenever the visible class is there. So first we'll give it a visibility of hidden, also the opacity of 0, and that's it. So it is not visible now. Now whenever we have the visible class, visible, we'll provide the visibility to visible and opacity to 1. That's it. Now let's scroll, and yeah, it is coming and it is going with this fade in fade out animation. It's working. Yeah, that's it. So our scroll to top is completed. Now we'll do the animations. Let's head over to app.js and add the animations. Here we'll import the use state and use effect, and we'll also import the scroll reveal. And here we'll have the use effect hook, and we'll have a function which is register animations is equals to arrow function. Now inside this we'll use the const sr is equals to scroll reveal. We'll pass the origin as bottom, give it a distance of 80 pixels. This should be in string. Then we'll pass duration as 2000 milliseconds and a reset of false. We only need animation once. Then we'll have sr.reveal, and now we'll pass all the elements and class name, nav, then we have home, after that we have free, then we have clients, then we have super rare, then we have releases, then we have like, then we have sign up, and at the end we have footer. And after this we'll also pass interval to 500 milliseconds. That's it. And after this we'll call our, okay, we also pass empty bracket, so this will only run once. Then we need to call register animations. That's done. Now let's test it. Animations are working. Now we also need to write this code. We'll write window dot set timeout. This timeout would run after 1500 milliseconds, and after 1500 milliseconds we'll select home by document dot get element by class name home, and home of 0 dot style dot transform equals to none. Then we'll do the same for nav. Nav is equals to document dot get elements by tag name. We'll write nav, copy this, paste it, and change the variable name to nav. So this is because whenever we are in responsive mode, the responsive navbar was not working because of these transforms which are added by the scroll reveal library. So what we are doing is that after 1500 milliseconds we are removing this transform, so everything is working as expected. So this is a fix for that. So our animations are complete now. Now we will make this template switch light and dark mode. So let's do that. At the animations, so before this use effect hook, we'll create a state of theme, and set theme is equals to use state, and initially the theme would be dark. Also we'll create a function of change theme is equals to if theme triple equals to dark, then we'll set the theme to light, or else we'll set the theme to dark. That's it. And here in the navbar, we'll pass this as props of change themes equals to change theme, and current theme equals to theme. That's it. Now let's head over to navbar, and here first we will destructure this from props, which is change theme, and current theme, and here at the end in the links container we will add an on click here. On click is equals to change theme, and current theme triple equals to dark. If it's dark, then we want I am sun, and if it is light, we need BS fill moon fill, and this moon fill moon has class name of dark, and this has the class name of light. Save it. Also we'll copy this and paste this inside the mode. Save it. And now let's head over to navbar.scss, and here inside the li we'll have the dark of color black, and for the light we have the color yellow. Also we will copy this and we'll just copy this, and inside the toggle container we'll select mode and paste it here. That's it. So now let's head over here. Okay, now our content is not coming. Yeah, it's here. Let's switch the theme. Okay, theme is not being switched. On click is working. Okay, we have to provide this inside the app.js. So inside the app.js we have to pass this data theme attribute equals to theme. Save it. Yeah, it's working now. Everything is here. We'll reload this. Okay, if our logo is not working correctly of the footer and the navbar, so for that we'll go to the navbar.scss navbar, and here what we'll do is Okay, at the end we'll select the data theme attribute, and if it's light, then this is equals to, and if this is right, we'll select the nav, give it a brand container, brand image, and we'll give it a filter of brightness 0. We'll also copy this and paste this inside the footer. That's it. Okay, it's visible now, and inside the footer it's not visible because we have to write this footer. Yeah, it's visible now, and yeah, that's complete. Okay, everything is working perfectly, so our light dark mode is complete. Now all that's left is to add responsiveness to this template. Okay, we have this error here, cannot read properties of undefined reading style. Let's refresh this. Okay, so we have an error inside. I think that was inside app.js. Let's console home, console log home, and reload this. Okay, so home is coming, but I think we have issue with nav. Let's write nav. Okay, so the node list is empty for nav. Why is this happening? Get elements by name. We have to write tag name. Get elements by tag name. Okay, the error is not coming now. You can see that. Let's remove this console. Now we'll do the responsiveness for this template. Now we'll head over to VS Code, and inside app.js, what we will do, so we'll comment out all of this other components. So we'll only focus on our navbar, also the scroll to top, and head over to navbar.jsx. Here first we will have the toggles. So inside this toggle, we'll first check the nav state, and according to that we'll have the md close, or we have the gi hamburger menu. Also we'll pass on click listeners to this on click, and what will pass, whenever we click on this, we'll have this set news chat, and if it's true, we'll set to false. And here on click function set news chat to true. Save it, and here this links container, we'll wrap this in curly braces and we'll give it a backtick, and we'll interpolate this. If we have nav state true, then we'll pass nav visible, or else we want to pass an empty string. This is visible. Yeah, that's it. Now let's head over to navbar.scss. Instead of navbar, we'll go to base.scss first, and we are going to copy this media query, and now we'll go to navbar.scss, and now at the end here we'll paste our media query, and let me shrink this and this so you can see properly. Is the error still coming? Okay, the error is still coming. We need to solve this. Let's go to app.js. Okay, this is because we comment out the home component. Let's leave that. Let's go to navbar.css. We'll select the nav, give it a position of relative, and we'll give it a padding of 1 rem and 2 rem. Now we'll select the brand container. Inside that we have brand and we have image. We give it a height of 1.5 rem. Now the brand container has display of flex, justify content. Okay, so the justify content would be space between, and align items would be center, width of 100%. After this we have the toggle container. We'll give it a display of block. Okay, so let's go out of this and we'll have the links container. Select the links, and here we'll give it a flex direction of column. Okay, and again let's give this also. This would be position of absolute, top of 0, top of 0, then we'll give it a right of 0. And let's do one thing for now. We'll give it an opacity of 0 and a visibility of hidden. Now let's style this toggle container first. So this has display of block, color of where accent color 1, display block accent color word. We'll give it a display of flex direction of row reverse, and gap of 1 rem, and a z index, gap of 1 rem, z index of 40. So after this we will have the toggle, and copy this, paste it here, and we'll give it a display of block. The toggles are still not visible. Let's do one thing. Open the elements, root, nav. Inside the nav we have the brand container. Okay, we have the brand. I think the styles are not being applied inside the brand container. Let's give it a display of none first. Display of none. Okay, that's not working. We need to fix this. So this is the brand container, right? Navbar brand container. Let's do one thing, give it a display of none if this is working. And this is also not working. Why is that? Let me solve this issue. Okay, I think we don't need this to wrap inside the nav. That's it. Now it's working. So we'll remove this. We'll also remove this. Okay, it's here. Light mode, dark mode is not working. We need to fix that. And now our toggle container is styled, and this will style this further. So after this links container, this you will have the nav visible, and we'll give it a width of 60 viewport width, and we'll give it a visibility of visible and opacity of 1. That's it. Now let's check this. Okay, our navbar is coming here and going. We need to fix this further. Now inside the links container, we'll give it a display of flex, justify content center, align items center. We'll provide a height of 100 viewport height. Let's open this. Let's give it a transition of 0.5 seconds ease in out, and inside the links we'll select the LI, color, where, background, and the last of type would have display of none. Why it is not working? Top 0, right 0, opacity 0, width 0. Okay, we also need to provide width. We need to provide this Z index, I think, yeah. Z index 30. It is there, Z index is there. We will give it a background color of red. Okay, it's here now. So now for the background color, we'll go to the home.scss and we will copy this. No, this one, yeah. Copy, head over to Navbar, and we'll replace this with background image. This works. Now let's open this. Okay, the gradient color is there, but this is not being maximized. Why is that? I think I know. Let's head over to app.js and uncomment all of this. And now let's open this. Yeah, it's here. So it's working now. Now let's style this app.home. So we'll head over to the home.scss. Let's copy the media query first. Now let's head over to home.scss at the end of the page, Okay, home.scss. After this, at the end, we'll paste the media query, and now here first what we'll do is we'll reduce the padding to 1 rem, then we'll give it a position of relative, we'll give it an overflow x of hidden, overflow hidden, then we'll go to margin top of 1 rem, we'll select the container, give it a font size of 16 pixels, give it a grid template columns of 0.7 fr, then we'll select the image container, give the image a position of absolute, right of -10%, and we'll give it a top of 30%, and we'll select the image. Inside the image we'll give it a height of 10 rem. That's it. So it's styled. Now the ellipse container, ellipse, height of 6 rem, width of 6 rem, and a filter of blur 30 pixels. Now we'll select the right, sorry, it's not right, it's pink, and we'll give it a right of 10%, right 10%, and we'll select the orange and we'll give it a left of -5%. Okay, that's it. So this is also styled. Now let's head over to app.js. We'll uncomment this free and head over to free.scss, and here we'll paste the media query at the end here. Close this and give it a margin of 0. Then let's scroll down. We'll select the container, give it a padding of 1 rem and 2 rem. We'll give it a height of 40 viewport height. Then we'll give it a border radius of 0. We'll select the background, select the pink, give it a left of -70%, select the right, that's not right, this is green, we'll give it a right of -100%, after this we'll have the content, padding would be 0, font size would be 16 pixels, gap would be 1 rem, title would be font size 22 pixels. Okay, that's it. We'll select the cards, card 1, card 2, and we'll provide the zoom to 0.3. Okay, so this is also styled. Now let's head over to app.js and comment this clients, and we'll head over to clients.scss, paste it in the end, Give it a padding of 1 rem, 2 rem. So clients are not visible. Let's go to app.js and save it. Now clients.scss, adding 1 rem, 2 rem, and then we'll select the container, clients container, grid template columns of repeat to 1fr. After that, we'll give it a text align of left, gap of 1 rem, and we'll select the client ampersand nth of type, we'll select the 5th type, and we'll give it a display of none. And we made a mistake here. Okay, this is the curly braces. Then we'll select the image, give it a height of 1.5 rem. That's it. So this is styled. Now after this, let's head over to app.js. We have this super save this, head over to superrar.scss. Inside this, what we are gonna do is first we'll paste the media query, close this, and now we'll select super rar. No, we don't need to select this. Let's scroll down and we'll give it a padding of 1 rem and 2 rem. We'll select the width as 100 viewport width. We'll select the cards, overflow auto, justify content of flex start, gap of 2 rem, padding left of 1.5 rem, and now we also don't need WebKit scroll bar for this. We'll give it a display of none. After this, we'll have the card and give it a zoom property of 0.7. That's it. So this is now scrollable. So super rar is complete. Now head over to app.js and this release.scss. Let's do one thing. Let's uncomment all of this. We'll head over to release.scss. So here we'll paste our media query. First, we don't need any margin, we don't need any gap. Then we'll select the release, border radius of 0, grid template columns of 1fr, padding of 1 rem, 2 rem, one rem, 2 rem. Done. Then we'll have the gap of 2 rem, then ampersand nth of type would be 1, and we want image, and we'll give it a grid row of 1. That's it. Now we'll select the content, give it a padding of 0. We'll select the image, give it a zoom of 0.5, zoom. Then we'll select the cart container. Let's copy this, paste it. After this, we have the ellipse, and we'll give it a display of none, and mark as a important pivot. This is grid template columns. Okay, that's it. So this release is also styled. Now we have this like, and over to like.scss, and here we'll paste the media query first. Paste. Okay, we need to copy that again. Copy, paste, close it, and now we'll first give it a margin of 0. Then we'll select the container. We'll give it a grid template columns of 1FR, and now we'll also give it a gap of 0. Select the content, padding of 1 rem, 2 rem, border radius of 0, and we'll select nth of type 2, and for that background color would be wire background. Save it. Okay, that's done. Now we have the sign up. For the sign up, we'll head over to home.scss and we'll copy this media query. Head over to sign up. We will paste it at the end. Okay, so this is also styled. Now let's copy the media query again and head over to footer.scss, and here at the end, not here, we'll paste the media query, margin of 0, gap of 0, no, gap would be 2 rem, then we'll give it a padding of 1 rem, 2 rem. Why is it not visible? Okay, it is visible now. Padding 1 rem, 2 rem. We'll select the upper, give it a flex direction of column, then we'll give it a gap of 2 rem. We'll select the links, give it a display of grid template columns of 1FR, then we'll give it a gap of 2 rem. This is gap. After this, we will select the link, give it a gap of 1 rem. That's done. Now, after this upper, we'll have the lower, flex direction of column, and a gap of 1 rem. Okay, so that's it. Our responsiveness is complete and this template is responsive now. Now we have to apply click event on this. So head over to navbar.jsx, and when we click on this, we'll call change theme. That's it. Let's click on this. Okay, it's working. So our template is complete. That's it. So our template is ready. I think we have an issue. Our links are not coming now. Okay, so I know where the issue is coming from. We'll head over to navbar.scss, and here we have completed this media query here, but we have this at the end. Save it, and now yes, it's working perfectly. So our template is complete now. So if you like this video, please do hit the subscribe button and share this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask them always in the comment section. See you next time.